Well, good morning, Canada. Good morning, New Brunswick, because that's where I am. What a night we had last night. I know there's a lot of disappointed people in this country, but the truth of the matter is that I wasn't really surprised that it would end up going the way it did, unfortunately. But we got to talk about some things. We've been so divided as a country, especially these last 10 years. Before 2016, it didn't matter what people thought or said, within reason. If you had an opinion on the state of the country or the state of the way things are going, well, that was your opinion. You respected that. But somehow, our government has managed to polarize things to such a degree that everybody's on different sides and very divided in more directions than my brain would even ever comprehend that it would come to. To those of you who voted Liberal, well, that was your right. Unfortunately, you're going to figure out that what you voted for was to have the equity on your home taxed. And this is no surprise. Carney told you that during his campaign, so it shouldn't have come as a surprise to any of you. To the Conservatives, who were put all their hopes in Pierre Poilievre, well, that didn't turn out so well. And now it just feels like we have no representation at all. I mentioned that the Liberals are going to figure out that the equity in their home is going to get taxed. And to the churches in the country, on the Conservative side, you now understand that you're going to lose your charitable donation status. So we've all come into a lose-lose situation, and that's every Canadian. We need a new plan. We need and we deserve better than what we've got. We need to stop all this division and unite as Canadians for this country that's going to benefit everybody. Because we have been stolen from on a scale that for those of us honest people, we couldn't even dream up half the schemes they've done to us. Taxes, and more taxes. And they're just taxing us to death. So now we're down to one of two choices. Oh, and I just want to address mainstream media, CBC, CTV, Global, and all the rest of them, for calling the election 4 hours before all the results were in. Take what you want from that, and I know they were afraid that if Poilievre won, they were going to be defunded, because they got to keep those government dollars coming, because 70% of the country no longer listens to them anymore. Take that for what you will. So now, like I said, we're down to two choices. We're either going to become a 51st state, which, as a Canadian patriot, and that I do consider myself, I was born Canadian, I want to go out that way. And it's nothing against our American friends or even the president. It's just that Canada is a sovereign nation and we want to keep it that way. Shoe on other foot, they wouldn't want to become Canadians, and why should they? They're Americans. So I know they even understand that. Or, and I think this is the best option, we've just got to get out from under the whole thing. This Ottawa's Westminster parliamentary system is not working for one Canadian in this country. We actually need to become a constitutional republic for we the people, not for the government, which it's all designed and set up that way as it sits right now. And go do your own research, look it up. It's not hard to find. You'll figure it out, including in our own Charter of Rights and Freedoms. And there is a plan underway to make that happen. So start thinking that. Start putting that in your minds right now. There is another option and another out. And it has to be done province by province. So we become a sovereign provinces within a nation. For we the people, that represents we the people. You know, we pay taxes, which pays their salaries. So when you're paying someone to work for you, what does that make them? An employee. If any employee had done one thing that the government of Canada has done in the last 10 years, their keisters would be kicked to the curb. Now, what I'm talking about is a peaceful, lawful resolution where we simply, England let us go in 1931, gave it back to we the people. It's just nobody knew about it because the government decided to just carry on as things were, and we won't bother letting them in on that information. So start wrapping that around your head. There will be more information coming to follow. Like I said, it's already in the works. But today, on behalf of the province of New Brunswick, I'm just going to say we want out of this current system. We want a constitutional republic for we the people that protects us and not the government. And Atlantic Canada, Nova Scotia, PEI, and Newfoundland, start rolling this around in your heads. Because this is a real and viable solution. It can be done. But we all got to stand up and say, this is what we want. And it is doable. Actually, it is going to be done. So, like I said, stay tuned. There is hope for our future. As long as we get out of this current system. Thanks for hearing me out. You all have a wonderful day, and God bless.